All right, everyone. Welcome to Start Your Day Great, Start Your Day with the Coach. I am your certified high performance coach, Sean Butner, and I am fired up today, folks. What we're talking about today is to be more intentional because every morning we wake up and we have a couple of different choices. We can show up for ourselves, for our families, for our important missions, for our purposes, or we could go with the flow, or we could just kind of see what the day is, or go into autopilot and not really intentionally try to win the day. And so that's what I've been thinking about this week. That's why we're doing this during the weekly reflection before we get into the three questions we always ask on Fridays to kind of process the week. But first off, I'm going to say, please do the social media thing, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button wherever you're watching this video. It helps me out, helps me continue to do awesome content like this. So with that said, guys, why am I talking about this? So earlier this week, I helped someone, just through my coaching practice, and it reminded me how we have this decision every morning because sometimes when we're burnt out, or sometimes when we've been striving for so long and working and toiling and not maybe seeing the results we want, or we have a huge life change or life transformation, or you just survived 2 years in a pandemic, we can kind of just get numb to things, right? We can think that maybe how we show up doesn't matter, or maybe we've been showing up and haven't gotten the results, and so we feel like, what's the point? And I don't want that for you. And it's okay, if you feel that way, it's human nature. But as a high performance coach, it's my job to push you into a higher level of performance. And so if that's happening for more than a day, then we need to do something different to really get into that. Excuse me, guys. Okay. So, it's an easy choice to make in the morning to have that intention, but how do we actually get to that point? And really, it all comes down to awareness. When are we making that decision, or are we at all, right? I feel like so many times, and for long stretches in my life before I was in this work, you just kind of show up, get the coffee ready, take a shower, get ready for work, out the door you go, and you're in your day. Where we really want to think, how do we want to feel today? How do we want to be today? How do we want to accomplish and put things out in the world that are good today? Those types of intentful questions. And it's really when you're thinking about that earlier in the morning, when you're thinking about the person you want to be, something funny changes and your brain starts to get attuned for opportunities to show up in that way. So it's really amazing to really have and set those intentions in the morning. So what is one thing you could do as a tactic, as a strategy, as a tool for you to really make sure you are on track and being consistent with being intentful, right? Because that's what's going to get you success. That's what's going to get you ahead in life. That's what's really going to make the big difference in what you're doing out in the world, is consistency and consistently trying to show up with intent. And it's a little exercise where in the morning you have a journal by your bed, and all you do is say, if I was 5% more intentful today, I would ... and you just write. You set a timer for 10 minutes and just write that out. If I was 5% more intentful, I would take an extra walk today to lose some weight. I would, buy flowers for my spouse. I would do the cool thing with the kid, maybe take them to school today, or take them out to breakfast before we go. Or if I was really intent on moving my life forward, I would quit that job and do what's in my heart and start that business that I've been putting off for a while. Or I'd start to figure out how to start that business. Maybe you're not ready to make that jump, but you could be making little moves to really get going, to really be moving ahead, and really, just seize your life, drive your life, get into that zone where you feel happy and connected and confident, and maybe a little bit like a hot mess, but that's part of it. That's what we want in our lives, I think. We want that excitement, we want that joy, we want that, hopeful feeling for the future, that optimism that comes through being in action, that comes from being our authentic selves. So that's the weekly reflection for today. So on top of that, guys, the 3 questions we always ask are, and I hope, I'm just really fired up about this. So I hope you feel the energy behind that today, guys, before we get into those 3 questions, because it's the simple things that we do consistently that, can make the biggest course correction, the biggest change in our lives. So, and I really want that for you. I want you guys all to be more successful. I want you guys all to feel happier and more confident, and to really just feel the day more and feel that excitement for the things that you're doing, because you are showing up as who you want to be. You're getting done what you want to get done, leaving the legacy you want to leave. So, okay. Now we'll get to the 3 questions. Like, what was something this week that went really well, that you enjoyed, and you're happy about? Okay? Second thing, what is something that happened that was kind of a struggle, or something that you really didn't, anticipate, or something that set you back, right? And the third thing is, what are you going to do differently next week to make sure you're still progressing, still moving forward? And I know those are high-level things. We could spend a whole hour going through just those 3 questions, which is why I have a free 1-hour strategy session that I'm offering you folks. So if you hit the link below this video, or the link in my bio, you'll see a link for a video called The 6 Secrets of High-Performing Introverts. In that video, you sign up for that, you get 6 habits and techniques and some research and stuff to really help you get moving and build a plan to advance in your life. But more importantly, at the bottom of that page, there's an application for you to apply for an hour of my time, where we coach one-on-one, and we're talking about what's going good, what's not going good, how to get around it. We're talking about how to get more intentful in your life. So if you need a little extra help with that, hit the link below, fill out that application, and we will go from there. So that is the Friday show, guys. I am, again, Sean Butler, and I'm really happy that you're here. Do me a favor and share this video with a couple friends, if you would. Get the word out there, try to build this community here as, we go along. So I'll be here on Monday for, Motivation Monday, which is the Monday show. So I hope to see you then. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Go be more intentful this next week and see what happens. I think you'll be surprised. Even if you're the most intentful person, try to up it up just a little bit. Push that boundary. Be even more intentful in maybe more areas of your life, and see what happens. I think you guys will love that thing. Again, very happy to be here. Go out there, live with more joy, more personal growth, and more impact in your communities. And I'll see you next week. Take care.